We're gonna
I
keep it
can't hear
going
you.
from there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There we go. All right, I want to
There
welcome
you go.
back, Coach. I won't. So this is my fault. I thought they didn't start the second round until all the first round games was done, but I forgot that that's not how that works. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
2 games in to series, and right now both of those series, the teams are down 0-2. So that's where I want to start because tonight the first game is the Celtics versus the Raptors. They got the Celtics as the underdogs at 2.5. Me, I'm taking that.
Yeah. The Celtics are. I mean, the Celtics are better team than Toronto right now. I mean, it's just not the same Toronto. The Celtics are long, like you said. They're having, they're better defenders. They're younger. I mean, Lowry looks a little slow. Gasol looks. Mark Gasol looks old and slow out there. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. No, the court doesn't change. So yeah, I would definitely take Boston. Boston 3-3. I'm gonna go up 3 on them.
Now, for the series, they have right now the Celtics are minus 500 to win the series, and they got the Raptors plus 360. So if the Raptors were to come back to win, you're gonna win $360 on a $100 bet. I'm not taking that. And the bad thing is, I picked the Raptors to go to the NBA Finals again, and I'm in trouble with my own bet. So
Yeah,
that's
it's different, man. We're not changing courts and not traveling. Uh, the youth and experience playing every other day, man, it's just tough on some teams. I don't see how Toronto can come back and win the series. I just don't. I don't think Boston's playing it great. I mean, Kemba Walker can play better.
yeah, he could.
You know, Enos Cannon could play better. They're just, if they play, they play better. This is over.
And
This is Toronto might get one, go 4-1. That's it.
if these games were regular games, those first 2 games would have been in Toronto, and I would have
Yeah,
took Toronto both of those games at home. But
yeah,
now,
and it would at least be 1-1.
yeah,
They would have got that second game at home, right?
but now, I mean, if you look at the first round, did anybody outside the Nuggets come back who were down? I think Houston was down. No, Houston won the first game.
Huh?
So, like I said, Houston won their first game, so they weren't technically down.
No, they were never down. They were never down. The Clippers were down. I thought the Clippers were down, and the Lakers lost the first game. But those were both, but no, it's just too hard to change. Denver was actually, I mean, Denver's just a better team. From 1 to 12 on the roster, they're better. They have better players than Utah.
So the other 0-2 deficit is the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, when they got blew out by Orlando, I was like, that's not going to happen again. And it didn't. Now, this Miami Heat team's different. Jimmy is a leader, and he has proven it. If you look at what he did with Minnesota and then go to the 76ers and now to the Heat, they're 2 games away from beating the possible 2-time MVP and probably sweeping them. I can't see a sweep, but you're down 0-2 and you haven't looked good if you're the Bucks. Right now, in Game 3, they got Miami plus 5.
Really? Yeah. I'm gonna take Miami. I don't know. It's the same kind of scenario. Milwaukee is very, very It's Middleton. Middleton is the problem. Middleton is not a super elite guy. I mean, Boston has 3 guys as good as Middleton.
Yeah.
Haywood, and then Tatum and Brown. And Haywood ain't even playing. I mean, it's just teams like that. They need somebody to run with. Because the thing about Giannis is he can't get his own shot.
No.
He just can't do it. He can't get his own shot. And when you can't get your own shot, somebody else has got to step up. and they're not hitting shots like they were. Miami's one of the best defensive teams in the league, so they're not getting the threes. And they're physical, so they're gonna foul him. They got plenty of bodies to throw at Giannis to get the fouls. Giannis is still easily frustratable. You can see it on his face. For some reason, Milwaukee doesn't. He's only playing 30, 35 minutes a game. I don't know. I don't know what Milwaukee's doing there. They don't have that much depth. Giannis shouldn't be coming out of the game at all. If he's tired, he call timeout. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what are you saving him for?
Yeah.
Again, I mean, their best chance to win. I mean, Butler played horrible last night, and they still got the win.
And the big thing they were talking about on the sports talk was Giannis has to check Jimmy. So you've seen a lot of Giannis on Jimmy yesterday, and I don't think he can do that. He can't guard their best player and at the same time try to carry the team. I don't think he's built like that.
Well, no, and then I heard all that talk, and I watched a little bit of the game, but to me, I mean, the NBA is a switch league anyway, so it doesn't. You're wasting Giannis and after chasing Jimmy all around the court. Then all they're gonna do is run a pick, and somebody else picks him up. What? It makes no sense. Let him do what he does. He's good off the help. Put Giannis on your worst defensive player. Find somebody. You gotta tell me. You gotta find somebody on that bench that can come out and play some defense. You got to take Milwaukee's got to take Miami's and the Clippers' point of view. Go out there and beat up Jimmy Butler and get your 6 fouls in, and then I'll send somebody else to do the same thing. And then we'll put Giannis on him in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's how you take out a superstar. You find somebody and you go out there and you chase him all over the court until you can't move no more, and then I'll send somebody else in and he's gonna do the same thing. And then send somebody else and he's gonna do the same thing. And then we'll wear him down and then we'll guard him in the fourth quarter with our best player. But like you said, you can't waste Giannis out there. Takes his legs away, takes his shot away. He's got to do too much already anyway.
Yeah. And they were just clapping down just like Toronto, like everybody else, I guess, does. When he got the ball, they just clapped, and no one else on the other team is hitting shots. And so you don't really have to worry about anything.
No, you don't.
And in the series currently, they have the Bucks at plus 132 and Miami at 162, negative 162. They still believe in the Bucks.
Yeah, they do. They still believe. The Bucks might even be. Are they favorite?
In the series, not right now.
Not in the series, but in the next game.
Oh yeah, the next game they're -5.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough. Right now the way I like the Heat, how they're playing as a team, and Eric Spoelstra's been here before. He's lost series ups before. He can with his team. He can say, "Look, I had the Miami Heat with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, and we lost to Dirt, and we were up." So he can use that to motivate. And if you're Jimmy, you were here last year in the Eastern Conference Final. You can say, "Hey, we should have closed out, and we'd have been in the championship." So you got experience, and the rest of them guys is young. The point guard's the only guy with some experience, but you talk about the 2 Kentucky kids, the one African kid,
Town and Hero,
they're young.
And then you got the Michigan kid, Duncan, and you got the youth underneath.
Yeah.
So I mean Milwaukee and Toronto are in trouble.
Yes.
They're both in trouble. I don't think there's no way both of them come back. And I mean, if I don't think Milwaukee's coming back. I think Miami's a better team. But and I think Boston's a better team. So I don't see it.
I wouldn't have said that when the bubble started, and I didn't. I thought it'd be the Raptors and the Bucks. But the other day I was like, the NBA has to start preparing for the Celtics Heat Eastern Conference Final, and one of them is going to the championship. And I know for a fact they don't want that. I think they'll take the Celtics just for the name, but no, that's not what they want to see. So tonight, first Western Conference game, Nuggets versus Clippers. The Clippers are -9 points.
That's a whole lot.
That is. The Nuggets come off a great game 7. They probably should have lost.
Well, it was a great game. It wasn't really well played.
Let's
when
say
they scored 80 points.
Yeah.
They scored 80 points a game. Man, the Nuggets are super talented and super young. But I just think the Clippers, like I said, when in the first one, the Clippers just have that they beat up Dallas. Like they look like an 80s, 90s team. Mm-hmm. They just beat up Dallas, and they're going to beat up these young kids. I think they recovers though tonight, but the Clippers are just gonna. They got the bodies. They got one of the Morris twins. They're just gonna foul you. They're gonna hack you. They're gonna push you. They're gonna grab you. They're gonna hold you. They got Patrick Beverly. I mean, they're gonna. It's gonna get physical, and I don't know if Denver can play that way. I just don't. That's what Clippers are gonna do. They're gonna bully their way to the Lakers. That's what they're trying to do. I think Dallas covers though. If you want your money, it's gonna be. They'll stay with that 9. They can score. They can shoot.
Yeah.
They got length. They got size.
I don't see Denver losing by 9 tonight. They're coming off an emotional high, and I think they're gonna come out and they're a good team.
Well, they're not tonight, right? They're tomorrow. The Lakers are tonight, right?
Nope. Clippers tonight. Lakers tomorrow. Because Houston played last night.
That's right. Houston played last night. Yeah, you're right.
And speaking of Lakers, Houston, they got the Lakers by 6. Houston did not look good to me, and I'm very disappointed in James Harden. Good defensive play, though, the other day. Lakers are minus 6. I would take that. I think they're going to blow them out.
Well, here's some stats for you. Did my little homework for this show. The Lakers are the worst 3-point shooting team in the bubble, by far. And Houston is the best 3-point shooting team in the history of the NBA. I mean, more threes than anybody in the history of the NBA. I think OKC was a problem for Houston because they could guard their guards. They had 3 guards, 4 guards that they could bring out there and get after them. The Lakers don't have that. The Lakers don't have. They're not going to. They're not going to. I mean, when you going to put LeBron on James, he's not going to do that to the fourth quarter, maybe. I don't. 6 points is not a lot of points. So I think the Lakers are they're kind of they got LeBron who got all this experience, and the rest of them are kind of like they got to get punched. That's why they lost to Portland in the first round. When everybody said they're going to lose, they still lost, and they came in a bubble and stuff. So I think Houston might win or cover this first game. They're not going to win the series, but the Lakers won't come out ready. They're just not. They're not that type of team. They're not going to get. They're not the killer mode. They're not like the 4-4-4 76ers back in the day where they just wanted to destroy everybody and win every game. The Lakers are just don't. They got to get a feel for these guys. Their guys aren't shooting the ball well. I think Houston gonna punch them in the mouth the first game. They're coming off emotional high.
That is true.
You got Westbrook who's finally getting back healthy. He played horrible in that OKC series. He's gonna be ready to step up. I think they're gonna punch the Lakers in the mouth first game. The Lakers will come back and win, just like they did Portland. But
I don't think Westbrook played terrible. I think he played like Westbrook. He played exactly how I expect him to play. And I think James played terrible. He didn't score like I thought he should. It looked like OKC was a little big, and they could throw bodies at him. Like Chris Paul didn't have to check either one of them.
Exactly.
And so with the Lakers, LeBron's probably not checking either one of them. It's probably be David Green.
I don't think the Lakers have the good enough players. You got Green. They don't even start Green, right? Or they got Green and I guess Rondo gonna be back. I don't know.
They got Caldwell Pope. They throw out there for like 15 minutes.
Right.
And then the white guy.
Yeah.
Caruso.
Yeah, Caruso's a good player. He plays good defense. He reaches a lot. But he's not quick enough. He's not going to be the guard either one of those guys.
No.
James Harden will shoot right over him all day. So you're gonna have to put Green. Danny Green's gonna have to guard uh, uh, Harden, and then it depends on how many fouls he gets.
Yeah.
You know, if he gets some 2 fouls in the first quarter, 2 or 3 fouls in the first quarter, then there goes that strategy. The difference in this series is going to be Anthony Davis has to dominate over PJ.
Yeah.
He has to. You cannot let a 6'5" guy guard you, Anthony Davis. You cannot do it. Can't even be a contest. Davis needs to have 40 and 20 in every game.
Yeah.
He's gonna if he needs to go 40 and 20. They don't start a guy. James Harden, the tallest starter. Okay, James Harden's their tallest starter, and they don't even have nobody to come in off the bench.
Right.
They don't have any height. Anthony Davis has to go 40 and 20. He should break the conference semifinals record for scoring and rebounds.
He's gonna be important. Now in the Milwaukee, I go back. In the Milwaukee Bucks, who did you take? Milwaukee's -5.
Oh, for the game?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna give me the Heat and points?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Heat.
Okay. All right.
Milwaukee hasn't shown me anything. I mean, if Milwaukee's gonna win, if Milwaukee's gonna beat Miami, it's gonna be like last night's game where they score or where they score late, get fouled, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that kind of game. It ain't gonna be Jimmy Butler's at the line making free throws with no time on the clock. That's the Milwaukee one.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be. They can't shoot with Miami. Miami can shoot. I mean, in Butler, when Butler gets hot, it's good. If you don't get hot, you still got Hero and Duncan and driving. Yeah. Drives is the difference. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everybody forgot about him.
Yeah, he was balling yesterday.
He's been balling the whole bubble. Man. He really has. He's been balling the whole bubble.
So right now, I have you for tonight. Got the Celtics plus 2.5, and the Nuggets plus 9, and then Miami Heat plus 5, and the Houston Rockets plus 6. $100 bet gets you $1,264.12.
I'll take
I'll take that. I don't think we. Here's the problem, and this is why I know this is not going to happen, because we agree.
Do we agree?
I probably maybe would switch the Lakers out for Houston.
That would be the game I'll switch. That would be the game I'll switch. The only because we said that the Houston has the momentum. They're coming off a big win. They probably shouldn't have won. I mean, OKC had the ball to get shot up at the end to win the game. Couldn't get the ball in bounds. So they probably shouldn't have won. And so Houston might have a mental letdown, like, whoo. They might, we lucky to be here kind of attitude. So the Lakers should, if the Lakers were the Golden State Warriors or the one of LeBron's older teams, then they would come out and pound this team in the first game to leave a message. But this team isn't like that. This team isn't one of those teams. This isn't. I'll go back and say, if Golden State was healthy this year, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie were playing, or with Brooklyn, the Lakers wouldn't be the best team in the league.
Yeah,
they're only the best team in the league because people are out hurt this year. You're talking Steph, Clay, Kyrie, and KD, 4 of the top 7 players in the NBA aren't playing this season.
Yeah. So for this series, Raptors, Celtics, who you taking?
Celtics. Well, I got 2-game advantage.
Denver or Clippers?
Clippers.
Bucks or Heat?
I didn't believe in the Bucks all year. I really didn't. I thought Giannis just plays hard every night, or other guys he doesn't load manage, and I just thought they were just beating guys because they just outplayed them. But in a series, you can stop him. You can just wall him off. So I'm gonna take the Heat.
And last Lakers Rockets.
Lakers gonna win the series.
Yeah.
Because and it's like I said before, Harden can ball in games 1 through 4 when there's no closeout. But when it becomes a closeout game, James Harden can't finish out.
Before I let you go, do you have a horse for the Derby yet?
I do. I got a buddy of mine that likes to throw the dice. So I was throwing the dice with him, and he's part owner of this horse. I think he called it Money Magic or Magic Money or Money Mystery.
Money Moves.
Money Moves.
Mm-hmm.
Said Money Moves. So here's my secret. Here's my choice. Money Moves. Qualified for the Derby early, back when it's, the Derby was supposed to be in May. So he qualified Derby early, and he got a little bit sick, so he didn't run. He hadn't run for like 4 months, so people kind of forgot about it. So he's up at like 30, 40 to 1 right now.
Yep, 30 to 1.
Yeah, he says this horse can run.
Okay.
He says this horse can run. They just ain't talking about him because out of sight, out of mind. But he got his points early. He's still qualified. He's healthy. He's training well. He can run. This horse can run. So number 7, Money Moves.
Money Moves. All right.
For the Derby.
And
and plus the post positions of the favorites. The 3 favorites are like 18 in post 18, 17, and 16. And I think the actual favorite is in the post hole that has never won the Derby. I don't think no horse from the 17th spot has ever won the Derby.
Yeah.
It's too far out there, man.
Here's the laws at 3 to 5. And they're all together. Honor AP is 5 to 1 in the 16.
Yeah.
And Authentic is 8 to 1.
In the 18. Yeah.
The other.
Yeah, those are the 3 favorites, but
1,000 Words is 15 to 1 in the 10. And then after that, it's like 50 to 1, 31, 30, 50, 50, 20. There is going to be a big winner if anyone but the favorites win.
Right. Well, and that's what I do.
Jeez.
I'll put a little bit of money on the winner, but I'll pick those. I'll do like a 18 superfecta.
Yeah.
8-horse superfecta, and because I don't want to win $1. So I'll do like an 18 superfecta and throw those 3 favorites in there with some of those long shots and try hope I get somebody to sneak in to that first place, second place spot, and let those Tizzle come in second. Man, that pay the superfecta. You get 6 figures on that one.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Is while these games are going, put some money on my Twin Spires account.
Yeah, I did that
today. Start looking at combinations and you know what? The favorites are way out there, man. So they're gonna have to.
They're way out for the. I mean, that's a lot. It's a farther run. I don't care what the says. You're running, 10, 12 more steps.
That's tough. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank you again. We'll do the Eastern and Western Conference Finals whenever they get to those. And football. We got to do our football stream. So first week of football.
Yeah, football kicks off Thursday.
Yeah. We done missed college games. I didn't know Baylor played already.
I didn't know Baylor played. I only game I saw was there.
I was a highlight. They was talking about Baylor. I'm sorry.
I saw the Central Arkansas and Austin Peay game.
Yeah. So there's some big news in the NFL. The Bucs just picked up Leonard Fournette. Everybody's talking about Brady done put together a great team down there.
He's building a team.
We got
the Patriots named Cam as the. I'll save this one for I'll tease you on this one, but I think the Patriots are gonna make it to the AFC Championship game. I don't know if they'll win it over whoever they play either, because the one thing that Bill Belichick, the only thing that Bill Belichick had trouble beating his entire career was a running quarterback, because he said you can't set his defense to do certain things against a running quarterback because they can just make the read, and if they beat somebody one-on-one, they're a problem. So he loved Brady. He's always wanted a quarterback that can move. He's so excited to have Cam Newton. Watch out for the Patriots.
He said some good things about Cam the other day in a press conference, and I was shocked. I was like, that's not what I expected. I expected him to, be Bill Belichick and just say, he's learning and this and this. But Bill was kind of like, I feel really good.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's my as a coach, Bill Belichick is so smart that he knew that you motivate Tom Brady by talking down to him and telling him what he can't do and what he ain't doing. And he knows that you motivate Cam Newton by talking up to him and tell him how great he is and how good he is and how happy and how smart he is and how well he's done it. So I think that's how good a coach Bill Belichick is, that he's not changing. He's just coaching for a different player.
Yeah. That's it. It should be good.
Yep.
So we'll do a little sample. The first game Thursday is the Chiefs versus the Texans at Kansas City. Are fans going to be there? I don't know.
I don't know. Because in Kansas City, they might be. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, the Midwest, Iowa, well, Missouri's not that far, but like in Iowa, and that's what the Big Ten problem was. Iowa, Nebraska, whatever, they got like 10 cases. They're like, what the hell is this COVID? We can play. Yeah, but in the cities, Michigan, in the states where you got popularity, is why you can't play. So that's the problem. So that was one of the things that I was going to tell you about. The NFL commissioner was saying that he doesn't think that some teams can have fans and some teams don't. And somebody was complaining and saying you need to make a rule because the teams that can have fans will have an advantage at home. He said fans don't make that big a difference. And I'm like, you're totally wrong. Because if you can sit there and call your plays as a visiting team and you don't have to use sign language or cards or whatever, you can just call your plays and hear because the crowd's loud, then that does take away your home field advantage.
Yeah.
And it gives the defending team a disadvantage. So he said you don't need to do that, but I think you almost if it's either everybody can have fans or you can't.
Yeah. So
he's not going to do that. Right.
The other games, you got the Eagles at the Washington football team, Dolphins versus the Patriots, and that's a good first game for Cam too, because the Dolphins probably still going to be the Dolphins. They're not going to be that good.
I heard they said they're talking about they might start Tua.
Really?
Well, I saw this report that they were. What's the quarterback they traded for? They got the old man, Fitzpatrick. But who's the young guy they had? That just got drafted a couple years ago, and he's going to be traded like twice.
I don't even remember.
They were shopping him today. They were shopping him to trade him because that's how much they like Tua, right?
Then we got Packers at the Vikings, Colts versus Jags, Bears at the Lions, Raiders at the Panthers. That's going to be Bridgewater's first game, so that'll be interesting. Jets versus the Bills, Browns and Ravens. That should be the game of the week. It's at 1 o'clock. I can't believe that's not the primetime game. Seahawks versus Falcons, Chargers, Bengals, Cardinals, 49ers, Bucks, Saints. That's a great game. That's a 4:25 game. So they're probably showing that. And Cowboys, Rams is the late game on NBC. The two Monday nighters are Steelers, Giants, and Titans, Broncos. So you got to start prepping. We got to do it before Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do it before Thursday.
Right.
I'll be prepped and ready. I got my game sheet. One more thing. I need to throw this out there. Sling TV, I am pissed off. How do you not have the NFL Network?
I thought they do.
I
thought they do.
They don't. I can't find it. It's not on my thing. It's not, the NFL Network doesn't show up.
They should have it.
They used to have it. Yeah. It's not on there.
Because I would get that, and they had the red zone, and that's all I needed.
Yeah, that's the only reason I got it back.
Oh, now you're going to make me go on Sling real quick and have to check that.
Don't check your that. It is not showing up on mine. I do not have the NFL Network at all.
All right, that's
I'm not happy about it.
All right. Thanks, Coach. I'm gonna try to get this uploaded before the game start. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Later.